This is Juanki.
And this is Hulk.
And this is the JNH Podcast.
I knew where to stick up. I might have underbeen the hit the liquor.
Still don't know the word. We've been doing this for 3 years. And you still don't know the word.
Shake up, I'm a shake up. I'm in the mood for a shake up.
Change up.
Oh, I thought it was a shake up.
You know it's not shake up. It's been 3 years.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Do you see me on the levels? The levels?
Why are we testing ourselves right now?
Hello, my baby.
Hi.
My lover.
Hi.
My husband, the Incredible Hulk.
Husband.
Okay, you gotta hit that D.
Husband.
You gotta hit that D.
Hit that D.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the absolute last podcast of the JNH podcast for 20.
Yeah, because you just popping, babe.
Oh, I'm popping. My lip gloss is popping. And you move that.
You know what I forgot to do?
What?
I forgot to add the pop filter.
It's fine.
No. You can't do it. So
no, I can do it.
Absolutely.
Excuse
not.
me?
Where it's right here.
No, the pop filter. I put
it's
it away.
underneath this couch. Check. I can't.
I gotta have the pop filter, but you're
Just
not gonna
check.
have the pop filter. I know it is
it's
underneath
two
the
pop filters.
Okay, can you just pause me then?
We're not. Why are we gonna pause?
Because I'm gonna make noise when I go underneath the couch.
Go ahead. I want to hear the ooh.
No, just go ahead, pop it.
All right, it's paused.
I mean, pause it.
It is paused.
Don't forget that I know how to use these controls. Pause.
And we're back.
Take number 15. And I had a really good flow and everything.
We had a great flow.
But you know what?
Twice.
I'm gonna show you how good I am because I can bring it back from
reverse.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the JNH podcast. We are back now
with
my husband. My husband has put a pop filter in front of my mouth.
Why? Because you can't, there's too much spit. And your spit comes in handy in certain times.
Let me tell you something.
While we're recording.
I paid a lot of money for my degree in speech and theater, where they drill into me and us to round your T's, S your S's, D's your D's. Okay.
So
I'm just being the performer over here.
I think this is so funny that you really did that shit again.
That I was able to hit it
again.
And hit all the jokes.
That is funny.
But I'm gonna continue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolute last podcast of the JNH podcast for year 2023. Yeah, no, we're not. We haven't broken up. We're not divorced.
Wait. Did my check clear?
Your check has always cleared.
Because I'm the paid husband actor here.
You need to speak to your agent. I know I wrote the check out to the agent.
It took like 6 months.
And I got you tonight for as long as I need you.
Oh, okay.
Your agent said, take him.
Take him?
Take him.
I'm here. Oh,
yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
good to be your husband again.
Thank you for being my fake husband, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to address this at the gate because we need an intro. And it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Apparently, the Incredible Hulk, the man, the legend that's been sitting next to me supporting his performer husband,
yes,
is a paid actor. Drop a fucking bomb on that, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible Hulk is an actor.
Thank you.
And the reason why you have not seen me with said actor is because my money ain't long. And the quote, your money ain't long.
That check didn't clear.
The check ain't clear, and you couldn't pay the actor to sit next to you. Hey, drop a bomb on that.
Drop a bomb. Listen, I need my credits and I need my check up front.
Let me tell you something.
I am Michelle Williams. That check.
The check clear, though, right? Michelle always standing in the back, where she was standing at the front line of the check, at the back to catch that check.
Like, but my check cleared.
Oh my God! Funny. Have you missed it in here?
Have I missed it? Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I have. I love doing this.
The funny thing is that, I feel like when we did our podcasts and we sat here and we talked about the issues and stuff like that, it was like us talking and kind of like it was / us talking / hanging out / therapy session / talking about current events.
Yeah.
But we have kept doing that just without these microphones in front of us.
Exactly. So we've had podcasts without the record button.
Exactly.
And
we've had intimacy and intimate moments with each other here at the end of the year.
Listen, life has been lifing.
Life has been lifing. And it's been amazing.
It's been amazing. And it's the end of the year now.
Right.
We made it one whole year again.
Let me ask you this. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't got no scripts. It's just us coming through, closing out the 2023.
Yeah.
And as we start our discussion, I want to ask you.
Ask me, baby.
If you can list 3 words that describe how 2023 was for you, what would those 3 words be?
3 individual words, or can I get 3 phrases?
No, 3 individual words.
I need phrases.
No, 1 word.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. No. If you want to do a phrase, do a phrase.
All right. The first one is the craziest year of my life. Mm-hmm. The most progressive year when it comes to accomplishments. Mm-hmm. And I would say the best year of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a roller coaster, baby.
So I want you to remember those because we're gonna obviously expand and elaborate on those.
Oh, I'm not gonna remember. So we gotta hold up.
You said the most progressive.
Progressive.
You
yes.
said the.
So I would say it's been the worst year of my life, the best year of my life, and the most progressive year of my life. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
And you know what about you?
But hold on a second, because when you think about it, was it the worst year of your life or the one that you rose up the most? Because if you're saying it was the worst and the best, then it wasn't the worst and the best.
Well, everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Correct.
So, but
so one could say that the time where you thought it was the worst, it was you rising up through your journey.
I know, but
where you landed at the best.
But
it was your plight.
But you said we were gonna expand.
We are gonna expand. I just want to put that in there.
I got you.
For me, I would say 3 words. I'm just gonna go with 3 words because 3 words are easiest to remember.
It couldn't be the worst year of my life. It can't be the worst year. We gotta skip that.
Go on.
Babe, I'm all over the place right now.
Go ahead.
This has been one of the best years of my life. This has been a trying year for me.
I would say challenging.
Challenging, trying. This has been the best year of my life financially and in general. I'm just gonna say that.
All right. Well, when I think about the year 2023, and I'm just gonna sum it up in 3 words, I would say one of the words would be, like you said, challenging. Another word that I will bring in is spirituality. Okay. And triumphant.
Triumphant, yeah.
I feel like Rocky going up the stairs.
At the
and
end,
turning with my,
pumping
that's
your fist in the air.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, because at times one would think, and if you play it back, and I choose to play back only the positive things because I've already acknowledged the things that were hard. We really did the damn thing.
We really did.
We did the damn thing. And first and foremost, I want to say that if it wasn't for our spirituality and our true belief in the higher power and us having to, put all our faith and trust and commitment to the higher power and the energies in our ancestors and all of that, and just staying committed to seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
We wouldn't be here today in terms of where we are, the things that we did, the things that we were able to walk through and accomplish. And it just speaks to, just having spirituality in your life and being able to have something aside from, beyond this world that you could, a beacon of light that you could hold on to.
It was something that we could look, no matter what was going on, there was something that we could focus on that was above everything. So it took us out of all of the mess that we were, well, I wouldn't say mess, but out of all of the trials and tribulations. And we were able to just, escape and just be at peace and feel it. So I agree with that. Spirituality has been one of the greatest things this year for me too.
And it's giving us the strength. Not only has it given us the strength, but it's also protected us. This year, I think this is the year that we really went far beyond. In terms of our podcast had an amazing reach. On an international level, and also myself and other platforms that I was doing my thing and really putting myself out there. This is the year where we became most visible. With that comes a lot of hate, a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy, a lot of people smiling in your face but trying to backstab you. And I say trying because because I've been in this performing arts business, and every time at that camera, when I do my videos, or every time this light goes on to record, I know, I'm a performer, so I know, and I know boundaries, and I know all of that. And it's funny because people came into our lives this year that I guess felt that I guess they got fooled by the cute.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Very easy.
I thought they got fooled. They got fooled by the cute. And then I'm going to send that. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old.
Exactly.
I've been dealing with people that are trash since I was 12 motherfucking years old. You understand? I've been forced to go on a stage. I've been forced to be with people I could not care for. I thought they were disgusting. I thought they were less than. I thought they were better than. I thought they were more accomplished. I thought I was less than. I mean, you could paint the whole gamut of things. I've dealt with that since I was a young child, and that's by surrounding myself with strong mentors that really kept me grounded and reminded me, this is who you are.
Yeah.
You know, I can virtually work with any motherfucking body.
Anybody.
And they will think we are the bestest of the best. Okay? But just because I'm professional and I can give what the people need and do my job and get off the stage, get off the platform, get off the camera, get off the podcast, don't mean that I align with everything. You understand what I'm saying? You know, my ability to be able to not let other energies come into my sphere.
Yeah, and fuck it up. I've seen a lot of things this year when it comes to being so visible. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's, first of all, I don't know how you do it because it's very challenging to me. Like, I wouldn't be able to do half the things that you've done.
You've seen the hate, right?
Because
You've seen the hate.
is because I listen.
And how I deal with the hate.
I had to learn this year that violence is not the answer, and I've learned that the hard way.
Right.
So I know that I wouldn't be able to last in that world because I'm the type of person to be. I don't argue with men. I hit niggas. Mm-hmm. So you can talk as I'm walking up to you, but I'm just waiting to get within reach of you to hurt you. Because, to defend myself because I felt like I was.
As your husband gets on his phone and calls one of his siblings who's a lawyer and get the lawyer on the line.
Listen, that was like,
this is what Hulk just did. Where are you? I'm in the car. Where is he? Fighting outside.
I know.
That's what I was saying.
Well, that's what I was saying. One of the worst.
Esquire.
One of the,
that's what
the
I was
bad
saying
parts
to
was,
the Esquire.
Let me tell you that.
I dialed my number when I saw this man. You know, people don't understand that at your stature, your stature, your size, your weight, your anger. I call him Incredible Hulk, ladies and gentlemen, for a reason. Now, he's never been angry and Incredible Hulk with me. He's only been incredible, but not the Hulk part.
Thank you.
Okay?
That's because I love you.
But I've seen the Hulk go out. You know, and when that, I don't get involved. The F I look like getting in between to try to, I gotta protect his face.
Yeah.
I gotta protect these bones. The best I'm gonna do is get to a safe location and start dialing the Esquire.
You really did just sit in the car.
I dialed the Esquire.
He was on the phone with the lawyer, y'all. Yeah. You know what though? That's one of the things this year. I think I learned that I can't be like that. People will push you, and I am quick to teach people. I'm not the one to tell you, watch what you say to me. I'm gonna teach you to watch your mouth. But then, when you come back to a beautiful apartment and you overlook the city and you realize that incident could take that away from you, right? It changes you,
right.
So and then to see. It's just
and then
not
you're also thinking for two now, because I had situations this year where I was ready to get in a boxing ring. I was ready to get on and I made offers. I made arrangements. I was gonna have a black car pick up the victim. I mean the participant, and bring him to the ring and just let's duke this out. Yeah. But then you have to think about, I'm now living for two people. We have created something. We have expanded on things. We have goals and plans. And I'm just not gonna let somebody who has nothing to lose come into my sphere, my environment, and try to take as much as they can from me.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that you in the back scenes, Juanki was like, "Oh, if I get in the ring, you can't do nothing. Don't jump in." I was like, "Babe, if anybody puts their hands on you in any medium, period, I am going to come out of left field and hurt somebody. Like, it's never gonna be a one-on-one with my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not that type of guy. My job is to protect you till death do us part. So I would never.
I know, but I don't want to put you in a situation where you will have to protect me.
When you're on the phone and there's something going on because some ignorant person is around you, I'm already calculating how long it would take.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was early on in our relationship. I think I spoke about this in a previous podcast, and I was coming to the home. And it was around, like, it was during 2019 or 2020. It was when the pandemic was in full effect, and the marches were going on, and there were a lot of mental illness out in the street, and there was this mentally ill person that was like coming for me. And I was telling Incredible Hulk on the phone, I'm like, I'm just 2 blocks away, but next thing I know, I see Incredible Hulk. Where he at? I'm like, oh my God.
I remember that.
No.
I would have hurt that person.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I've learned my ways. I'm a businessman with assets now. I can't act like I'm just some ghetto nigga from the projects, or you know what I'm saying? Like I have things now, so I have to be better. And you remember when we were walking and that person with the mental illness I guess he was behind us, and he said, "Why don't you hold his hand?" Remember that?
I vaguely remember.
And he was basically...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
He was talking mad shit.
He was talking mad shit. We were about to cross an avenue, and he was like, "Why don't you hold his hand? Why don't you hold his hand?" And I was like, babe, is he talking to us?
Is he calling us faggots?
I was like, is he? But wasn't he the one that was in the trash can?
I think so.
He was inside the trash can, and he woke up from the trash can.
Because we thought he was...
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was taking a number 2.
I thought he was dead.
But he was sleeping.
His booty was in the trash can, and he was just laid out like a starfish.
Yo, that's a dope fiend.
Yeah.
Like he was.
And then I was like, what's wrong with that man? And then he got out.
And then he was walking behind us.
And I think you turned around and you told him, don't walk so close to me. You said something to him, like, back up, because he asked us for $1 or something.
Yeah.
He waved the cup, and you were like, back up. Don't get so close. Why don't you hold his hand when you cross the street? Why don't you hold his hand?
He might have heard you call me babe.
I was like, is he calling us agates? Is he calling me an agate?
But I don't know. You know what's crazy is that when people are doing that, I don't get as aggressive because I'm not afraid. It's just when I'm not around and you're by yourself and I get...
But I mean, baby, you cannot front. You know I can hold my
I know, but I'm a protector.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was crazy.
And I love you for that.
I love you too.
Okay, now one thing that I want to touch upon just really quickly, and then we're going to continue with the broadcast. This year, it was more highlighted for me, if that's even a sentence. More highlighted. For me.
You're detoxing.
I'm detoxing, yes.
From the ghetto sector.
From the ghetto areas, eventually, good verbiage is going to come to me.
Back. Yeah, yes. He's detoxing all of
the lexicon is going to come back.
He's detoxing all of the gibberish.
Right. But something that was like more noticeable for me this year was the level of jealousy and envy that has come our way. Let me start by saying this. All my life, I've had to fight. No.
You just made people more jealous when you said that.
But no, I've been used to a certain level of my peers giving me the evil eye and stuff like that. I've encountered that growing up, and eventually, I never really understood it. But eventually, some people that I really Oh my God, I cannot speak.
You held highly?
Held highly back in the day explained to me that people were just hating. They were like, okay, because I used to go out like a couple of times a year, and I would get my section or whatever. Throughout the year, you will not see me in a bar, in a club or whatever. But I would go like for a holiday. Mm-hmm. I was big on going on because I would be off from work or whatever, and I was been working very hard. I would go, get a table, get a section, get a couple of people, go a couple of bottles.
With the sparklers.
Yeah, I would pull up and, when I had my cars, pull up with my car, valet it, walk up to the front of the line.
You was doing it.
Yeah, I walk up to the front of the line. Every time I would go to floor 1.5 in Macy's and always give me a brand new outfit. The girl would come and braid my hair before. It was like a whole thing.
Oh, you put on the show.
Yeah.
Like
and then the next day I will be off. Yeah, the next day I will be off. I will call a couple of people that were also professional.
Yeah.
And I always got some hate and, just like, you could just feel it, the heat. And this person that I held highly said to me, people are just jealous. They see you. First of all, you're not really around all the time. Then when you come through with this spectacle where you can whip out an American Express and this is at 21, 22, 23. And everybody's thinking, okay, he must come from parents who have money, which is furthest from the truth.
Yeah.
Furthest from the truth. And so it hit me like, oh wow, people do get jealous. It's so random and weird to me because when I've encountered people who have more than me or who were more accomplished in education and career and all that, I actually wanted to learn from them. I wasn't envying like, why do they get it?
Yeah. Like, why do they have all of this and I don't?
Exactly.
I hope they lose it.
No, as a matter of fact, I would try to get with them in terms of like learning from them and, how did you do this? Could we collaborate? Do you know any like that? So it's so random when I hear that people are jealous and people do postings and things like that, and it's just
I feel like we're the same when it comes to that, because I grew up around a lot of, I would say, drug dealers and everything like that. They had all the fancy cars, the money and stuff like that. I wanted what they had, but just legally. I didn't want to get in trouble. So it wasn't that I was jealous. I used that as motivation because I saw a lifestyle that I would want that was different from the one that I had. And I feel like people who hate on people who have things don't have the motivation or the drive to change their current situation. Right. So instead of trying to better themselves, they would rather just hate, spread lies, and demean you and try to defame you, things like that. It's really crazy. But when you told me that you didn't understand how people are jealous, it's because you haven't been around people that were, I guess, in your personal circle that were like that.
Well, what do you mean?
Like, remember you told me before, you was like, you never understood, like you never thought it was someone jealous of you.
Right.
Until that person told you
exactly.
that
they... And pointed them out. He pointed them out and all that. Yeah. And he was like, this is facts because I've heard them talk.
Oh, wow.
Again, this is somebody who was like my best friend at the time. So, and then he pointed things out that I was like, I can see how that could be.
It makes sense now.
But I was just like, this stupid. Like, it's just completely, to me, I don't know. It's just different.
Well, you know what it is just that some people, they take you being proud of your accomplishments, and this is just in a general sense. Like, if you are proud of what you have, you keep your car clean, you drive a nice car, you wear nice clothes, or you wear jewelry, you're married, you have a ring, you're happy to show off your ring. That's an accomplishment. And then there's people who take that as bragging. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what breeds jealousy. Is when they see the things that they don't have and they see you just excited about the things you have, and then they think that it's bragging when it's just you being happy for the things that you've managed to do and obtain, like, especially from where we're from, having these things, we should be proud of it. But then that's what breeds jealousy.
This is something that I just think, it's like my belief. I think that, and part of the reason why I guess subconsciously I've never been like a jealous type or whatever, I do believe that what you're putting out comes back to you. As corny as it may sound, like when people got things in my close circle, I was the first one to celebrate them and be happy and proud of them. And I sat behind and saw many people around me get their things and do really well while I was still in process or still in school or couldn't get a break or whatever. And then I feel like eventually things started boomeranging around.
These words today.
Right? and listen, you don't have to edit me. It is what it is.
We are chilling.
We got the incense going. We got the mood lighting in the room. The studio is really nice.
Today.
It's a vibe. It's the vibe.
It's the end of the year vibe.
Yeah, but I didn't feel it like that. Like, it's whatever. It's,
But you got to also look at the type of people that were projecting all that hate on you. Is these people who think that they're doing it and then they see you and say, damn, I'm not really doing it. I hate this guy. Like, it sounds crazy, but
that's
it's really
exactly
like
what
that.
we heard.
And then plus, look at you look good as fuck. And I know they're mad that you look good. And let me tell you something. I know that there's a lot of people that fantasize about you. And this is not even me being like, I'm not making no shit up. I'm just gonna talk candidly.
Yeah, please.
So it's a lot of people that I know want you. They look at you, they see how cute you are, your smile. Like, I still look at you and I'm amazed. I'm like, damn, yo, you look good as fuck. Like, you are a sexy dude. The way you talk, the way you dress, like the way you carry yourself is amazing to me. So even when we were just dating and I would watch you do your YouTube show, I would literally sit and watch you and just be laid out on the couch, eat some popcorn or something, watching you go fucking insane on the internet. And I was like, yo, this nigga really is like, I used
to tell you, like, I'm performing right now. Don't judge me.
You did used to say that. Like, I'm performing, don't judge me. And I was like, no. I loved that you were so creative and still are, but I really used to watch you and be like, yo, this is my nigga. Like, I used to text my people. I would send your videos to them.
Oh my God.
Like, yo, like, I even sent it to my mom.
Oh my God.
I was like,
and what did she say?
She was like, oh, he's so cute.
Oh my God.
I was like, I know, right? Like, I've always been proud to be with you. Even when we were just talking and I told you I knew we were gonna get married anyway. But I see these people people that are jealous. They have no respect for their own relationships, you know, and I get it because some people aren't married. Mm-hmm. Some people are, what is that, common law?
They've been
husbands and wives,
like that,
or some of these people they have no respect for their relationship, so they think that they can just talk to you any type of way. Mm-hmm. They think they can say certain things to you, and it's happened over and over, and they never get the message. Listen, we are happily married. When people say, you know, Hulk, are you married? I say I am happily married. Yeah. I never say I'm married. I'm happily married. Mm-hmm. And I understand that everybody wants my husband. And that's just one thing that I look at you motherfuckers and I be like, haha, you can't. So there's nothing that you have.
Well, you're making me blush.
Yeah, no, I got, you know what, I've been holding on to this for a minute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let this one go. So there's nothing that anyone has that can make you, like, you can never take my husband from me. Right. There's nothing that no one out here has that I don't have more of. And I'm just gonna say it like that. Yeah. So I love you too. I love you too. But I just had to say that. But let's back it down. It's supposed to be a joyous time. But
it is a joyous time. It's a reflection. How do you historically? How do you, like, New Year's Eve and the end of the year? How does that make you feel historically?
New Year's Eve. Sometimes I guess it's an up and down for me because, you know, before, if I didn't accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish, it would make me feel like, you know, damn, I dropped the ball this year. Mm-hmm. But lately I've been feeling really good. Like I look back and every year I'm progressing. And it's sometimes, you know, there's certain hiccups along the way that you can look back and say, damn, that was really rough for me. But I'm good now. Like I feel good. Like, so if I was to start after meeting you, I would say historically, since we've been together, mm-hmm. every year has been amazing and better every year. Mm. What about you?
You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the little drama in me, the speech on theater degree in me.
Yeah.
But historically, New Year's, the end of the year is I always get in a reflecting mood. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it makes me sad because, you know, I think of those who are no longer with me, whether they're no longer here on earth or just had to be X'd out of my circle. Or I don't ever feel like, oh, I didn't accomplish this, because I've always been such a runner mm-hmm. that even if I didn't accomplish A, I got to C, and C was even better than A, or, you know,
I got you.
I had to morph A into P because in that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Had to modify.
Yeah. But I think for me this year, I've really been in a reflecting mood because I feel, for me, this is the first Christmas or end of the year that we're really out of COVID, I feel. For me, right? There's no more masks or any of that. So and then in thinking about everybody who has been lost, the people who are no longer around, and also being so close to my family and everything that we've enjoyed with them, it brings a level of nostalgia to me. I don't know what it is, but it's just, you know, when you're so happy, you can actually feel sad sometimes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've been there before.
It's crazy.
I've been there, yeah. That makes so much sense when you say it like that.
Because, and it's not like sad of like, oh, the poor me and my poor life, but it's about like, wow, look at where we are today versus the last couple of years, or even 5 years ago.
Or just growing up.
You know, I went on Google Map sometime last week, and I decided to go to the addresses through Google Map of like when I used to live in the projects and see the neighborhood, and took a walk around the block that way. And that really also made me nostalgic, because it really reminded me of the days where I had to go get a cup of soup. You know, a soup in a cup or whatever. Those
cup of noodle. 99
cents, or it'll actually be like, they used to be like 25 cents each.
I know. Now it's, and then you got like the
quarter. They call them the sperm killer, the little quarter juices.
Oh yeah, with the little
and
aluminum top.
You remember there used to be the fruit punch that came like in a quarter container that used like the plastic, like milk in the container of milk.
And then you could
and that was like 75 cents, and you could just. And it's nostalgic. And then you see the buildings that are no longer there, the stores that are no longer there.
I've had that moment. And then you're like, damn, like everything has changed.
I want to go back to that time? Absolutely not. But to think about where I was and where I'm at today, and the effort and sacrifices that I had to do to get to where I'm at, I feel good.
You feel good. And it's hard work. And I don't, and that's a good thing that you feel good, but not forgetting where you came from and what got you here is what keeps you humble in life. It keeps you grounded, and it also just lets you visualize the blessings that God put on us, right. And the energies and how we got where we are. So, but I've definitely been there before.
And also, what has made me nostalgic this year, and I say that from your family side and my family side too, watching the latest generation be born. Oh my God. When you watch the latest generation be born, and then it really touched me when I saw one of the little people that was born into our family say mama to my mother.
Yeah.
To her grandma. Mama. And then when my dad said to the baby, oh, go with grandma. And I looked at my mom and I'm like, she's a fucking grandma. Aside from the fact that the little baby has taken all the fucking attention.
All the attention. I told you. Okay? I told you that baby was born.
I think my mom forgot she got children.
I said that grandmas don't know how to act.
She has deleted all of her children and moved on to the grandkids.
That's it. I told you it's over for you guys from now on.
And when I see your mom with her grandkids.
Oh, my mom don't give a F about us.
And I'm just like, and she's just, it's like they're babies. It's like they're babies.
Again. But you know what I feel like? It's like a parent. How do I say? Watching my nephews and grow up, I understand now. It's like my mom had the opportunity to see her sons reborn again, because that's a little version of you.
Yeah.
So she gets to watch, and she gets nostalgic when she see it. Like, that's, oh my God, my baby's all over again. They look like us. They, you know what I'm saying? They do some of the things we did. So it's so cute watching them. So you don't want a baby? We talked about that this year.
We have talked about it. The clock is ticking.
I mean,
my
really.
eggs is about to become fried.
No, you have years before your eggs are fried.
And I just feel like there's a couple more things we have to get done so that we can give the best privilege and advantage life to this child.
It's gonna be spoiled little mother. Yo, our kids are gonna be spoiled.
I know you want a kid, so
I do.
I will be willing to engage.
A little girl.
Yeah, I will be willing to engage. But when we get to that bridge, I just feel like there's still a couple more things that we need to get done so that we can secure a future that will be less hard than it was for our previous generations.
Yeah, I agree. I could rock with that. And we have time. We're young. It's not like we some old mother effers, you know?
Right.
So I can wait. And we can wait. And then plus I might change my mind anyway, because imagine coming home and then having to cook for a baby. Or
just drop them off at grandma.
That's what I said. I was like, Mom, we're going to drop them off until they're like 4.
They got 2 sets.
Where they can wipe their own ass.
And then they got aunts, they got all of that. They got
aunts, uncles, all of that.
Yeah,
so we good. And it'd be a whole family thing. And I think that's the best part. Like, we can give a baby a real loving family and see and just be surrounded with love and affection and attention, and everybody is accomplished. So it's like being able to see that in their environment is going to be different. Yeah. Because I didn't see a lot of that in my environment growing up. So it's and then I'll be thinking, like, are we going to mess our kids up because we're going to spoil them and give them too much?
Well, I don't, and the crazy thing is, like, I think I can use, my siblings, my parents did a very good job raising us, and I can see certain things that I would do differently, but the core values that they put in us is what's made us who we are today. And you looking from the outside in, you will say that my siblings are somewhat accomplished, right?
Somewhat. He's just fishing right now. You guys are like the Huxtables. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all accomplished. Doctors, lawyers, business, everybody owns something. No.
Yeah. Yellow was my jello.
Pudding pop.
But
no.
I would, I think I would use I said some, not all.
Yeah, like we're not beating our kids.
Of my parents, no. There has to be a belt involved. No. Whenever there will be a belt involved. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it has to be talking. It has to be, don't do that, little Timmy.
I don't do the timeout.
We do timeout.
And if they're rolling on the floor at the target, I'll leave them right there.
I would
go pick up the child in aisle 3. He rolling all over the mother. Call his father. I'm going to the spot.
That's it. You're gonna be sitting in the car.
I've had it.
The baby just gonna be.
I'm gonna leave a Apple tag on it. I'm gonna text the link to you.
You're so stupid. Like, come pick up your child.
He's at aisle 3 somewhere next to the toys and shit. Bye.
Just wild it out. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Maybe it's the psychology. I should have never took psychology in college because I understand how the brain works, and I just think that kids are experiencing life for the first time.
Yeah, no,
they don't know.
Kidding, baby.
I know, but they don't know what's going on, and I feel like let's try to.
They're gonna be curious. They're gonna be They're gonna ask questions. They're gonna want to touch things. It's part of.
Well, I'm black. I'm like, sit the fuck down. You hit them with that. Like, yo, I'll break your motherfucking neck. You ever tell my mom said she was gonna break our neck?
Oh my! Your mother?
Well, that's how black people.
I could never see your mother angry.
She's like, I'll break your neck.
I can never see. You've seen my mom angry, have you?
Have I seen your mom angry? No.
You've never seen her angry?
No, you've never seen my mom angry either.
Your mom angry or your mom raise her voice?
Oh no, my mom. You know what?
Curse? I've never heard her curse.
My mom doesn't curse.
You've heard my mom curse though.
I've heard your mom, but y'all
in
curse
Spanish too.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, this me." I was like, "Oh, I know the Spanish curses." Like, I can understand it, but no, my mom. I made my mom curse when I was a kid though, because I was bad as fuck.
Oh yeah, my mom used to curse.
I definitely made her curse at me. I think I'm the only one she cursed at. I don't think she ever cursed at my siblings.
No, my mom has the worst mouth. I'm just saying she's never featured it when you're in the room.
No, and my mom don't either. Ma, I know she's so fake. She be, oh yeah, like she got that nice ass voice. I was like,
love you both.
I was like, turn that white shit off. You don't talk.
Love you both. Bye bye.
Never.
And if you say bye, she'll say bye again. Bye. We'll get stuck in a bye. All right, bye. See, bye. Love you too, bye. And then she laughs. Love you, bye.
We used to, we used to do that because she has her same, like when she's getting off the phone, our whole life.
Okay,
so we could,
bye.
Even my nephews
love
do that.
You both.
But it's so funny. Ma, see? I told you he'd be talking shit about you.
No.
No, but she's
all right,
so
now
sweet.
switching over to just highlight a couple of things in 2023. When you hear 2023 and the news, what would you say? Yeah, I know. Was the biggest, and I'm gonna reduce it to you for one. What would you say is the biggest news event that really made a dent on you, an impact on you in 2023? And for those of you guys who are listening in the audience, please go ahead, put it in the chat, in the comment section. What is your biggest news story for 2023? Or just a story that really touched you or made you feel ways, so when you think 2023 and the news, that pops up.
I would say, damn, baby, you put it down to one?
One.
See, that's because you know how I get down. I would say that the biggest, international or local.
When you hear news 2023, tell me what is that? What is that?
We're gonna get you there, baby. We're gonna get you back.
God.
We're gonna get you.
I'm getting it out for 2023.
We're gonna get you back to college level.
What is that? Yeah, I know.
What is that? I would say the scariest thing that
you heard in the news.
I know the question.
CNN, Fox,
I know.
NBC,
you know me. I'm very neutral
New
when it
York
comes to
One.
the news. I would say that the scariest thing that's happened is the things that are going on in the world when it pertains to the instability of Earth right now. With China,
say more.
With Russia, with North Korea.
Oh, the fact that we are World War III is knocking on everybody's backyard door.
This is a Cold War right now.
This is a Cold War,
and I know that all it takes is everything that's happening right now is literally going to trigger World War III. It's already started, and it's very small. But Russia's at war with Ukraine. You got Israel and Palestine. And then you got China, Russia, North Korea, BRICS, all of them trying to devalue the dollar. You got China threatening to go at Taiwan. China's mad at Australia. Australia's mad at China. It's bad right now.
Well, before we came on the air, I looked at my phone. I don't know if this is fake news or not, but I saw something about North Korea vowing to go against the United States. Like launch war. So I don't know if that's
The crazy thing is that North Korea only talking this shit because of China. Because the minute that China says F North Korea, we're gonna bomb them. They're gonna take them out. The only reason why North Korea is still standing right now is because China. Period. But I just feel like I felt very unsafe this year because of everything that's happening. And I feel like it's not going to stop, and it's only going to get worse because everybody wants to fight over. I don't even know what the fuck we are all arguing. It's all about money and power. We don't care. The citizens, I'm pretty sure the citizens of China don't give a fuck about this. The United States citizens, they don't care. Like, everybody just wants to eat, live, and be happy. But these people that are in power, they're so money hungry and so power stricken that they want to rule everything. It's like the thing that's been happening since the beginning of time. White people that want power. And it's just gonna keep getting worse. So that's the one thing that has been sticking out to me is this war that is slowly but surely going to happen with us and everybody.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, for me, the one that really has stuck out and, makes me think and wonder and all that, it's this whole illegal immigrants invading the country through our borders. And before I get any further, for the people in the audience who are like, but aren't you Latino? First of all, I'm American. I was born in Washington Heights. That's number one. Generation after generation, nobody came on a boat last week.
There are no green cards.
Nobody
there
ran through. They were birth certificates. Okay, so we've been paying taxes for generations after generations. Okay, and the ones that did come in here and settled here did it through a legal process. Okay.
Speak on it.
Now, saying that, I say that to say, it's the fact that the Democrats and the White House and that administration is allowing an invasion of Venezuelans, and not just them, but anything and everything coming through. And the fact that Texas is busing them to everywhere. They literally have destroyed New York City.
Yes.
I can only imagine Chicago. And the fact that there's been now over 1 million illegal immigrants that have come through those borders that have just been released. This is an invasion.
It is.
And the Democrats do nothing. And when they do get a platform and they want to talk about it, they're talking about these people should be. We're giving housing, vouchers, health insurance, education. And what really, really set me and ticked me off, and next year's a political year, and I do commit us to be more political and really talk about it. I've always been a Democrat. I don't know that that's going to be the case coming around. In true honesty and in true, I cannot give my vote to a party that has sat there and done nothing for months and months at a time. We don't know where these people killed who these people raped where. We don't know what drugs none of that. And the minute these people fornicate in the back of a truck, like I saw a newscast this morning on a trailer, and they pop a child out, that is not now an American citizen. And they're not going to send those people away because that's an American citizen and you can't send them out, and you're not going to send the parents and leave the child behind. It just doesn't work that way. Unless
Donald Trump gets in, but
it just doesn't work that way.
A lot of things he did, he wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that is the part that's most scary, because right now we're just seeing people come through the floodgates and depleting our the budgets, right? Yeah. But give it a couple of generations. This has changed the composition, the voting composition, how things are going to be zoned, how monies are going to be distributed. This has changed the game big time.
Well, you seen California just said that they can get, Medicaid now? And illegals can sign up for the healthcare system. They never put taxes or paid into the system, but they now can get like government healthcare and shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's hardworking people that can not afford to get their healthcare.
Listen,
they don't qualify for shit, or they just straight up go without healthcare because they can't. They don't want to pay. They can't pay. They don't have access.
As a business owner, it is almost, because you can't really get into a system with all those deep discounts, like if you work for a large ass corporation, it's like $800 a month for healthcare. And it's not even the top tier healthcare.
Right.
So these people could come in and literally get now I pay a lot of fucking taxes. We pay a lot of taxes. We can't benefit from any government anything because we don't qualify. We didn't even get the goddamn stimulus checks because we make too much fucking money. But these people can come over here, complain about the food they're getting, the housing they're getting, and still get healthcare now?
Right, and demand. Like I've seen, and because I'm a Spanish speaker, it's funny. It's so interesting to me because certain media outlets, call them illegal immigrants, which is what they are, and other ones call them migrants or settlers. Yeah, okay? And then the funny thing is that the ones that call them migrants and settlers are interviewing them in Spanish. Now, I can see what their answers are, but the translation is not word for word what they've said.
Oh, so they're lying?
Yeah, the translation softens what they're saying. A lot of the interviews that I've seen, they're coming here demanding, and this is what I want, and this is what they say they can do, and I had a friend who came and this is what she got, and I want the same. And we're here to do this, and we're not gonna take any less. I want the 5-star hotel. I'm not sleeping in a tent. I'm not sleeping in the camp that they set up at the air base or whatever. You saw them, some refused to get off the bus. So this is insane.
I would have drove that motherfucker right back to the Rio Grande, and
I just don't understand. I don't understand why this is acceptable and appropriate.
Because
this is,
you know what it is? I feel like it's a distraction. They're fucking up this country. They never cared about people like us because we are technically upper middle class, right? And we pay majority of the taxes. The rich people get the tax breaks. The poor people benefit from all the government subsidies and programs. We can't get shit from these people. So the people, we're the only ones crying and complaining. The whole world, the whole United States isn't in an uproar yet. But once this starts affecting, once these people, I would say, and I don't want to say low class, but I want to say the citizens that aren't in the middle class. Once they realize that these people are taking their spots in these government programs, taking your food stamps, your Section 8, your Medicaid, your WIC checks, your everything.
How about the food lines where remember we seen it in the news where in the food line, they'll say come to 10 a.m. They lined up the migrants at 6 a.m. and by the time the community gets to the window, they ran out of food. Because the migrants, the illegal immigrants, were there at 5:45 in the morning, lined up already before the tent was even put up on the table with the food, to be the first ones in line to grab the food.
Like it's Black Friday and shit. You know what's crazy? I seen a couple of them say, oh, it was in my country, it was better, the food taste. And in my head, I started saying what I used to call everybody racist for saying that. But I was like, go the fuck back then. If you don't like it, if you don't appreciate it, then leave. Because I don't like it. I'm telling you. I'm done with the Democrats. I haven't been a Democrat. I haven't been a Republican. I have no party affiliation.
Well, next year we have to make a choice when we go into that booth. So I'm not saying to give an answer now. I think we'll be heavily discussing these things.
Yes.
If we ever wanted to stay away from politics, 2024 is not the year.
It's not the year because my voice has to be heard. They're literally destroying the country.
I just want to know when that old man that's in that White House and the wife and the other one, Kamala, when they sit around with the cabinet and all that, what do they say about this? Do they not see this as an invasion? I mean, didn't he serve in the military at some point or whatever? Biden, doesn't he know the definition of an invasion?
This is an Trojan horse. This is the A lot of these people are Asian that's coming in, They said Asian males that are at military age.
You know what this reminds me of? Salt. The movie Salt.
Oh, with
sleeper cells when they just
and they wake up.
Where what if they wake up and then just start attacking?
You remember when the Trojans they gave the horse?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And it was full
they were inside.
This is what's happening. There's Asians and Africans. Everybody know that the Chinese people are investing heavy in Africa. These people are working with Asia, and all you see is Africans and Asians coming in. The Venezuelans, and Venezuela do not like us at all. And they are teaming up with BRICS and everything. And these are the people that are coming in, military age, single men.
And from the White House, when the lesbian that gets up there, she's yeah. I'm gonna try to be more refined. But can I get it out one last time?
Go ahead, say it.
That bull dyker. That rug licker that gets up there, Pierre whatever, who just got divorced from her white girlfriend. a wife or whatever, gets up there, oh, we've been doing this, no, but I still see these people running across, and there's a caravan right now between 6,000 to 7,000 that should be hitting the line or whatever.
Yeah, the border.
But between New Year's Day and the day after New Year's Day.
Oh, and didn't you tell me something that Mexico said this morning?
Mexico, so the United States sent one of the cabinet people, or somebody who's very close, secretary or something, very close to the president, to go talk to Mexico and see how they can, work together. Mexico's request was the following: send more aid, more money, because obviously they see that we're sending billions to European and all of that
countries.
So he says, send more aid, and also I want you. This is what he's telling America. I want you to work on your relationship with Cuba and Venezuela.
Yeah, so Cuba.
As if Mexico has any right or anything to say on our international relations.
Exactly. I think that this is fucking ludicrous, and Joe Biden is the worst president during my lifetime.
He has rated the worst in the last 30 years.
Yeah, he's trash. And it's crazy is that I thought Donald Trump was garbage. Donald Trump, a lot of the shit that he said is things that I've said before in private. So I'm not even mad at the things he say. I think half the shit he say is funny. But he did run up the deficit like $7 trillion.
And what's the deficit now?
With these billions Joe Biden's doing the same thing. Exactly. They're both doing the same thing. Like, how is it that these white fucking countries, first of all, I don't care about Ukraine because they're a racist piece of shit. They were fucking treating all the black people like trash, telling them that they had to let the white people get out first because and the black people had to get off the bus. So fuck Ukraine. I don't give two fucks about Israel. Because and here we go. I might have to bleep that because how they
you don't have to bleep anything. If they drop us again, we have like 10 other podcast.
Well, let it rock. Israel, why the fuck? Like this is how stupid this country is. We're giving money to Israel to bomb the shit out of Palestine, and then we're giving money to Palestine for fucking aid to help them eat and recover from the bombs that we're giving Israel. It's so stupid, but they're giving all this billions and billions to these white countries, and they're giving fucking millions to the brown countries.
Now, here's the thing, and I want to switch it up after this.
All right.
Here's the thing that I'm thinking. Part of me, says there's always stuff that the public and we don't know, So I, as a last beacon of hope, I would like to think, because even the Republicans have agreed in these packages and all that. It's not just Biden and the Democrats saying, write this check, there's a process that it goes through. So they're being briefed and they have more information and knowledge of things that the common people like you and me do not. So as the beacon of hope and light, I'm hoping that they're doing this because there's a greater purpose for it.
Well, I know the greater purpose.
Which is? Because I haven't been able to pinpoint it.
So the only reason why we give money to South Korea is because South Korea keeps North Korea and China in check. We have military bases close to China. We can hit them in minutes.
Right. We don't have bases in Ukraine though.
And that's why if Ukraine win, we're going to set up bases. They become NATO and we're right there by Russia and we can hit them in minutes. And the reason why we support Israel is because Israel is in the middle of the Middle East and we can hit anybody at any time in those countries that America don't like. We can hit Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Syria, everything. So it's strategic. So then I guess that just kills my whole rant, but it's strategic to make sure that we can hit any of our enemies at any time.
We will see how the history books write this up.
Oh, they're white. They're going to change it anyway. We're right and they're wrong. I don't agree with half the shit the American government does. I know how terrible this government is, and I know that we fucked up Venezuela. I know that we fucked up the Middle East. I know that they fucked up Africa. I know how these white people get down. So, but
now let me ask you, as we switch topics, and then I want to conclude with this question. How did you feel about your candidate, Nikki Haley? Is that her name? Nikki Haley. Let me ask you something. As a black man, what was the cause of the Civil War?
These white people wanted to keep us in shackles. They wanted us to work.
Oh no!
How the fuck you call us?
She couldn't say that.
How couldn't say that. Us lazy, no. But you wanted us to work for free.
She couldn't say that. Haley could not, and she stuttered and stumbled, and then did the most. This is when you're doing a facilitation or whatever, you're running a group. That's such a textbook. You turn the question back to the audience. Yeah. But what does that mean to you? And you get the heat off you. But the bitch, and then in her apology, she still could not.
No, she did another one.
Third one?
She did, and then she was like, "Well, we all know that slavery was the precipice of the Civil War. But what I was trying to do is give the aspect of what it was deeply rooted in freedom and separation of government and personal blah, blah, blah.
No,
I was like, no, bitch.
Still couldn't even do it. Like, she still couldn't even clean it up.
It's the Civil War, bro. Like, that's it. It's so easy. The crazy part is it's so easy for these white people. Let me tell you something. America would be a better place if these white people just came out and said, listen, racism exists in the system. We're trying to fix it. It's fucked up. We did black people dirty. We are sorry, but we're trying to repair the shit our ancestors did. That's all they have to say. They don't even have to put no money out. They just have to acknowledge
No, when you can throw billions and billions around the, throw it up in a circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it rain.
Exactly. Ukraine, Zelensky, and all of them.
That's military.
Just throw their ass in a circle and they making it rain on their asses. I don't understand why a good $10,000 check to every black American or families or whatever as reparations will go a long motherfucking way.
Hey, let me tell you something, and then we can close this out because this is
because didn't they help settle the Jews when they came out of the concentration camps?
They settled the Irish. They settled everybody. They don't care. Nobody cares about black people. Everybody's racist against us, even the Palestinians, and they don't like gay people either. So let me tell you something. So I don't give a fuck about any of these motherfuckers. I'm gonna keep it. And then I really don't care about Africa because they hate me because I'm gay too. So fuck them too. So, but what I'm saying is I'm just giving my opinion on how fucked up this world is. But I'm American. I'm rocking with this fucked up country until they bomb us the fuck off this earth. I don't care, but I still think they're trash.
In regards to Nikki Haley?
No, not Nikki Haley.
Reparations.
It's about the this is the funny thing is that these white people in government say none of us was alive during slavery, and then I had a thought process and I was like, you were not alive during slavery, so why should you be responsible for fixing the problems that stemmed from slavery? But then I was like, wait a minute, Jack Daniels, he stole the recipe from a black slave. These motherfuckers have millions of dollars. They're living a wealthy life off of something they stole from a black slave. So my question is, if you don't want to be responsible for the damage that slavery has done, then you shouldn't be able to reap the benefits of the financial gain that you got because of slavery. Same thing with Aunt Jemima. So all these banks, JP, Chase and Morgan, give your fucking money back. If you say that you're not responsible for slavery and shouldn't be held responsible because you didn't do it, then you shouldn't be able to live off of the benefits of your ancestors enslaving my people. Drop a bomb on that.
Yeah, I agree.
But this on a lighter note,
2023 going out with a motherfucking bang.
A bang. Everything is going to be different next year. But what I do want to ask you is, what are you most proud of this year? Like, what do you feel like is one of your biggest accomplishments this year?
Okay, and here goes the haters. I think my biggest accomplishment this year was working on our marriage as a full year. Yeah, a full year of being married. Yeah. Really getting down to the meat and potatoes of where we want to be in the near future, creating and setting everything that we need to do in terms of, our paperworks and wills and estate planning, I should say, estate planning, being on top of our finances, being on top of expansion.
Yeah, fuck these interest rates.
And also having a master plan. And then now for 2024, I don't want to give too much away, but, we've done really well, and we have developed some systems that we possibly will be sharing with folks. Some financial systems that are working for us.
We're taking advantage of.
There's certain things in a legal way, certain things that are working, and I really feel like we're winning when it comes down to that stuff. But if it's one thing that I would say my biggest accomplishment, and I've done a lot this year. I switched careers. We did a lot. We switched living spaces. We united families even more. We went on international trips. We did a lot of good stuff. But my biggest accomplishment has been having our union grow deeper and stronger, having our marriage be, more solidified, being proud of the work that we have done in terms of our marriage, the love that we have for each other, not allowing hate, negative energy, negative entities, witchcraft that has been sent to us, people saying they're putting me under candles and things.
A bag of 30
Ds sent to me, you know, any of that. And while I'm saying this, while I'm at that, I just want to say that this year I feel the most protected and the most strong spiritually. You know, and I got into a couple of tips back and forth with, you know, warlocks and crocs and all of that bullshit, you know. And at the end of the day, I know that my belief in my energies, and you've been welcomed into my energies and accepted and developed your own abilities. You know, I'm fearless when it comes down to anything. You know, people could send me hate. People can have me underneath a candle. People can do whatever. It's not going to stick. You know, when you don't see me around, it's not because I'm being affected. It's because I'm spending time with my husband.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? And I have intuition and I have guidance of the higher power. First of all, God is my higher power. But I have a tribe of ancestors and higher beings that protect me, advise me. They physically keep me away from things. They physically alert me of things. Mm-hmm. I am completely fearless because of the spiritual team that I have with me. And I didn't have to do any black work. I didn't have to go kill 3 chickens and dance in the blood. I didn't have to wait for I didn't have to go to no cemetery. I didn't have to steal no skulls. I didn't have to go on Google and search it. This is what's natural, feels natural, is natural, has been handed down. I feel confident and comfortable with. I'm not scared about. So I'm fearless.
Shout out to the ancestors.
Shout out to I'm completely fearless. Now, what about you, babe?
I mean, how can I top that?
No, but it's not about topping it. It's about you being just...
Oh, this year? I'm just happy that the check cleared so I can sit next to you again. So I can be your husband for another episode.
Thank you.
I just need to check the bank account, make sure the next check for next year come through.
Well, I send it to the agency.
No. I'm going to give you the direct so you can send it directly.
So we're doing our thing underneath now?
Exactly. I need to write. Yeah, we're going to skip that and we're going to just
we're going to cut the middleman out.
Cut him out. Now, I'm happy. I'm blessed. I have been highly favored. I've become so much more spiritual, and I have become connected with my ancestors, with my family, with you, with your family. You know what I'm saying? Your family is my family. I feel like love. This year it's like a year of love for me, like being accepted. I have no fear of anything. We've been through a lot, up and down, and it wasn't like not relationship wise, just in general, starting this business, getting into the green, trying to expand, I'm just happy. That's it. This year, everything has been a blessing to me this year, and as always, you being my husband will always be the highlight of my year. So I love you, and that's it. Like, I don't even have to say nothing more than that. And you're my husband, and I am happily married to my husband, Juanki. And there's no amount of money that needs to be transferred for me to sit next to my husband.
Okay.
And another thing I want to say too. See, this is
got him going.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
You do when you're online, you do say a lot of things about, my husband put me in a penthouse, my husband did this, and husband did that. I do appreciate that because I do the same thing when people ask me, or when I'm talking about it. I say, I big you up because that's what you're supposed to do in a happily married union. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put this out there as a fact, is that me and my husband, we work together in unison. We put each other in this penthouse. We bought each other what we have, and we will always work together because we are a team. So 2023 is the year of teamwork.
Yes.
And we've been whooping ass in this world, and we're going to continue to do that in 2024.
Yeah.
So, in closing, I want to know, what is your, how do I say this? What is your 2024? Like, what do you feel like your 2024 is? The theme of your 2024?
Well, my theme for 2024, and I've been keeping this very guarded and secret.
Ooh.
And I haven't even told you.
You haven't. You told me I had to wait.
My theme for next year is the year of reinvention. I feel like, I just got chills when I said that.
Ooh, okay.
I did get chills because for the last COVID years, I've been just very focused on A, staying alive, and B, staying employed, and C, staying sheltered. You know, like it's just been it's been a lot.
Try not to get taken out, yo.
Not taken, you know, and staying safe and the whole nine. I think that now that this is all behind, now that I'm in a good marriage and we're building it's the year of reinvention. Now, what does that mean? We're just gonna have to see throughout the year. You know, in my other platforms and things like that, I will be sharing some, not everything, because I do believe and we are adapting and we've always done that though. We've always kept things for each other.
Yes.
But this is for me the year of reinvention. Okay. And when I say reinvention in all areas of my life, except my marriage, because my marriage I think is solid and on point.
Oh, of course.
You know, and that is the root that's gonna branch everything else out for me.
Oh my God. Drop a bomb on
I'm just saying that is my foundation, that is my root. Because if I didn't have your support, I wouldn't be like your support, your encouragement, your confidence, all of that, baby, really solidifies who I am. I mean, I used to be cute before and confident, but with you, I'm walking porn and I'm beyond confident. All right, I'm a stucker. I'm a brat.
Yes.
I'm a walking porn brat.
Yes,
Drop a bomb on that.
Exactly.
And when I go to the bank,
Sexy.
I call client services. I gotta
Shout
call
out.
them ahead. Do you have this much for me to come take out? Cause you know you gotta call ahead and shit. But no, that's what I want. I want the year reinvention. Now I'm gonna surprise you with what that means. But it's gonna be a reinvention in all areas of my life.
You know, I agree with that. I was gonna say, you know, health and wealth is mine.
Yeah.
But reinvention sounds literally, to sum it up, I just want to be. I always used to say that I just want to make more money than last year, and I just want to be happy. But I have accomplished all of those, by the way. But I just want to be healthy, eating better, and I just want to just keep building our wealth. But you know, I love you. Like I want to have so many more. Like I want us to do more things.
Yeah.
Like I want to have more adventure. I want us to go to even more countries this year and do more wild things. So reinvention will be mine too.
Okay.
So we're gonna reinvent the wheel here.
Reinvention for both of us.
And that's it.
It's been an amazing year, baby.
It has. And I just want to say that, you know, to all of our listeners and viewers, thank you for always being here and supporting the J&H podcast. You know, you guys are our number one priority when it comes to the podcast.
Yeah.
You can always, you know, leave comments. We're gonna always respond.
And as we ask you to leave comments, drop in the comment box and let us know what the theme of your 2024 is going to be. Do you have a theme? If you could get a theme, what would that be? Like, what do you want 2024 to be themed at? Themed as or af. Can we get me a new speech dictionary for 2024?
We're gonna get you a stream deck that just autocorrect your words.
You know what it is? I spend way too much, but no AI. I don't need no AI talking for me.
I will be here next year.
I really need to detox from these lower entity sectors that I've been part of for the last couple of years.
Everybody in it.
Reinvention.
So all I can say is Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. I look forward to giving you a kiss at midnight.
Yes. And listen, everybody, we will not see you guys again until next year.
Yes, because the check cleared. And I have an escrow account with your services tied into it.
I love it.
I got you for at least 5 more podcast assists before I have to write another check.
All right, let's
drop a bomb on that. Anyway, wishing you a happy, blessed, and safe New Year's Eve. We will see you in 2024. With that, take us out, Hulk.
You know, it's Hulk. Take us out.
Hulk, take us out.
He didn't even remember that.
Bye.
Yes, we can be found on all major streaming platforms. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us.
Or you can stream us at www.jnhpodcast.com. There you will find a player and you can stream us right off our website.
Hey.